the Jacksonville Jaguars are going to the playoffs. What's up, everybody? This is Xavier Sports. Man, I know every Jaguar fan needs to take a deep breath after that Sunday win versus the Chargers. Man, did we find any? I mean, did we find any possible way to lose that game, and we still won? It's just insane. I think the Chargers, or you saw the Chargers try to find ways to lose the game as well, and somebody had to win, right? So I'm just glad it's us. I'm glad it's the Jaguars. So we're now 6-3. We got a 3-game winning streak currently going on. So man, it's an exciting time. Like I said, we are going to the playoffs. So I know it's not set in stone. I know everything's projected for us to go to the playoffs, but man, it's like writing on the wall now. Probably have our first playoff appearance since 2007. So I am freaking pumped up. Everybody should be pumped up. So, I mean, let's go ahead and talk about this Chargers game before I move on with the rest of the season. Couple key things in this Charger game, in this Chargers game this past Sunday. Man, the crowd was electrifying. The fans were hyped once again. Such a weird game. You know, we had a fake punt score on our very first touchdown, which I thought was probably one of the biggest plays in the game. Because we got to start off the game with the lead, you know, anytime we play with the lead, you know, it's always good as a team. But especially for this team, the way we want to play and control the clock and run the ball, it's very beneficial that we score first and not play from behind. So I thought that was a huge deal that we got that because the game was kind of in that point in the game, I know it was early, but I was like, I don't know how we're gonna score, but that kind of busted everything open. So I thought that was a big deal. Other things, not so good on our part. The dumb penalties and the taunting penalties, which trust me, I don't have a problem with it. I love the swagger, I love the intensity, the aggressiveness, the emotion, all that. But you have to find a way to channel it in a different way. You don't want to cost your team 15 yards. I'm pretty sure Marquise Lee knows that. Pretty sure Aaron Colvin knows that. So they're going to be better in that standpoint. But, hey, man, I mean, football's an emotional game. It's an emotional sport. Man, you bleed, you sweat. So, I mean, sometimes if you want to taunt or that's how you feeling in that moment, or not necessarily taunt, but you want to dance and move around, you can do it, but you don't got to do it in front of the player's face. You don't want to show up anybody. You know, you still want to be respectful of the game that you love and that you're out there playing for. So, you just gotta be a little bit smarter in that standpoint. But still, I mean, you gotta love the swagger, you gotta love the intensity. But I feel like if those penalties wouldn't have happened, we would have won the game a lot more easier. But it's all good. I mean, ain't nobody complaining. We won, so we're 6-3. Like I said, I'm not complaining. But other than that, I feel like one other key moment in the game was when Allen Hurns actually crawled off the field when he was injured. I thought that was a big deal, obviously, because I can't remember if we had a timeout or not, but we would have had to call a timeout or it would have been a 10-second runoff on the play. So what a heads-up play by Allen Hurns. Such a smart player, probably one of our toughest dudes in the locker room. So, man, just what a great play by him. Just fantastic. It sucks that he's hurt. He's going to miss the Browns game, most likely. I think I read an article that said he was going to miss the Browns game. So other receivers are going to have to step up, especially Marquise Lee for this next week. So I think D.D. Westbrook is finally coming back. I've been calling his name the past 2 weeks. He's finally supposed to be playing versus Cleveland and when it's probably going to be snowing up there in cold conditions. So we'll see how many snaps he gets or if he even plays at all. So we'll see about that. I think the guy in the Chargers' name was Heckler. Man, I couldn't stand that guy. I'm so glad he fumbled and we got that fumble. We kind of got screwed on the touchdown because it looked like Deshaun Gibson didn't get touched, but they said I guess he rolled over Heckler's shin or ankle or something stupid like that. But once again, the Jaguars get screwed. Like I said, we're cursed. We're screwed. We always get screwed over. So it's whatever. But we still won the game anyway. So. All the critics and all that can kiss rocks. We're 6-3. All the pundits that said we were gonna have 6 wins this year total or 5 wins, man, they don't know what they're talking about, man. This Jags team is for real. We can go up against any team in the AFC or in the NFL. I know everybody wants to talk about, the NFC is a lot better than the AFC. Man, this Jags defense eat alive Carson Wentz, Jared Goff. They did. They dominated Jared Goff. It's just the special teams didn't show up. We dominated Ben Roethlisberger. This defense isn't scared to play anybody. Phillip Rivers is the one quarterback that had success against us, and he really didn't play. He played good, but he didn't play all that well. Keenan Allen was frustrated with him in some parts of that game, and then he could have thrown 2 interceptions, but that one late was just a great play by Bouye, but he had one early in the game that Avery Jones kind of dropped. He kind of dove for it and dropped. So man, this defense is ready, man. This team is ready to play anybody in the NFL, and I don't feel like we're scared to play anybody. So I feel like where we're at now, we're in a good position. So we just got to keep this momentum going, keep the swagger going. The fans aren't going to be able to see the team play again until a Colts game, so the fans are going to be ready for that game. But just moving forward with the game versus the Browns, I know everybody probably seems like we're going to win easily, but this seems like a tough matchup to me. The Browns have a pretty decent defense, and they almost beat the Lions last week. They were up 10-0 on them. Lions kind of came back a little bit, but we don't have an explosive offense to put up a bunch of points like that. As far as throwing the ball, and recently in the past week or just this last week, we haven't done that good in running the ball. So it's gonna be a tough matchup. It's still the NFL. They're still looking for their first win. So it's not gonna be easy. We're not just gonna walk in there and get a win. So we still gotta play our game, follow the game plan, and then come out with a victory just like any other game. It's gonna, like I said, it's gonna be a cold weather game. It's gonna be snowing up there, so we're gonna have to be ready. Let's go. But other than that, man, I'm gonna put out a video for the Cleveland Browns versus Jacksonville Jaguars preview. So I'll go ahead and get my predictions and the matchups for the game and all that. Probably tomorrow in a couple days, before hopefully before the Thursday night game kicks off for the season, or for the week 11 kicks off. But man, other than that, please subscribe, like the video, comment if you have any comments on the season or on the game or anything like that. But other than that, go Jags. I'll check in with you guys later. All right, peace.